All right, FightHype.com here with the man who is IBF lightweight champion of the world, Mickey Bey. Mickey, man, what's going on? Man, yeah, I know you're still active, but you're working with a lot of young guys right now, isn't that right?
Yeah, you know, I'm passing that science down to the next generation.
Is that, I mean, I see you working with Devin Haney today. You brought in a crop of young guys from the Ohio area, ain't that right?
The Mason brothers.
Okay, yeah. And so, are you looking to stay in this full time going forward, being a trainer, do this long term?
I got to now. You know, my feet all the way planted. You know, but with a select few, you know, I ain't the kind of guy that's just taking on every fighter that come. But you know, I got a little select few guys that I'm gonna help get to the top.
So what would you say is like your mentality and approach towards being a trainer?
I think applying the old school boxing science that I learned from all the great trainers I've been with in the past, and also knowing how to understand fighters outside of the ring. Me being young, me fighting at a high level, I understand the psychology and what the fighter needs out of the ring and how to give them the proper space. Different, you know, I think I know how to mix it up and communicate with the fighters well.
And you know, I know coming from Michigan, that's like, it's a place that just preaches skill in boxing. You know,
yeah, I'm from Cleveland, but it's
my
door.
fault.
So I actually lived in Michigan too, but it's right there. So definitely, man, that area we from got teachers that's the teachings.
We're just the Midwest,
the teachings from our area probably got 80-90% of the greatest fighters ever. It's facts. You know, all of the Eddie Futches, Bill Millers, Floyd, the Mayweathers, Dale Williams, all the greats. Most come from that area, so I was blessed to work with all of those, with the Mayweathers, Emmanuel Stewart, and a lot of the old school guys that got those teachings. You know, I'm just blessed that they passed it on to me, and I'm able to implement it.
Because I've heard some of those guys you're talking about, you know, old school, real sages, guys that just are masters of knowing boxing. They're a little critical of new school trainers. I think one of the phrases is anyone who puts a towel over their shoulder is a trainer now.
Me too. I'm critical too. Like I'm very critical because it's the only sport to where you don't have to have a pedigree. You can't walk in the NBA and just become a coach. You got to be certified. It got to be a certain pedigree. You have to have some type of background behind. You can't become a lawyer without passing the bar and getting a certain level of degree. And in boxing, sometimes a guy can just have a good mouthpiece, be a good hustler, and just get into it without putting the work in or really knowing. They can watch YouTube nowadays and just mimic other trainers, and to me that's 80-90% of the game right now.
But how important is it, you know, for the Devin Haneys, for the young fighters, that is it like you got to be a link from the old school to the new school, and like how important is that knowledge gets passed down to keep
it's like a secret society, man. It's something we doing and that we know is everybody passed away or is old. They got the knowledge that we got. You know, you got a select few. I'm just blessed to have some of it and be able to implement it. But that's where guys like Devin Haney got a huge advantage over a lot of the people that his opponents. They might be good, and you know, but Devin got something different, you know, from every angle. And he got a hunger level it's just different, man. He's only 21. He got everything you need already. He already made millions on his own. He got everything you could dream of, but it's not enough. He wants more. He wants to be great. It ain't just about the money with him.
But everyone right now in boxing, the fans are talking about fights with him and Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez and Loma. You shaking your head? Why are you shaking your head?
Because Ryan, you know, like I said, I encourage the young crop, and I like Ryan. He's a good fighter, but if you take the hype away and the followers on Instagram, him and Devin not even in the same league. Like, hopefully one day in the future, Ryan will, you know, keep elevating, and I hope he does. Like, you know, I'm rooting for him to keep winning so him and Devin can fight, because it will be a huge fight. But as far as him being on the same level as Devin, is like they're in different stratospheres. But I think Teofimo proved itself. He beat a good champion, knocked him out. And then you even got guys like Tank. I think him and Devin would be one of the biggest fights in boxing. Devin is ready for him. Like he been waiting to get these fights. Everybody else, I don't hear nobody mentioning his name. Ryan the only one that does it, but I don't think it's real. I think it's just to get the crowd to get excited and the fans to get excited. But Devin is waiting. He waiting for somebody to sign on the dotted line. Like he was ready to fight Lomachenko. They turned him into the super champion. That's not his fault.
Or the franchise champion.
Yeah, what did I call it?
The super champion.
Yeah,
that's
the
WBA.
Franchise champion. And I like Lomachenko a lot as a fighter. But Devin was ready for it. Devin wants to fight these big fights, but who is going to step up? I think that guys are intimidated to lose to a 20, 21-year-old. People forgetting that Devin just turned 21. And already, I mean, but I tell you this, they better fight him now. Because he just getting better and better. Like, he got 3 times better since his last fight. I'm on the other end of it, so I know. So when dudes say, you know, can he punch this and that, like, we'll see. Like, I'm the one that feel it in my shoulders and hands and stuff, so we'll see next time he fights.
Oh, you don't mean like you haven't sparred with him, but you just, you know, on the pads.
Yeah, and me training him and feeling it and seeing the improvements that he made every 2 weeks, every week since we've been working. It's ridiculous. Like he just going to a different planet with the boxing.
Just to kind of close on Ryan, do you think he would beat Luke Campbell if that's the fight he goes on with next?
I don't know. It's 50-50 to me. Like I give Ryan the edge just because of the experience, but Ryan is explosive and dangerous. He got the speed and the reflexes, but IQ and experience-wise, I get an edge to Luke. But I would love to see the fight. I give him his props if he does fight him.
Do you think Dev should have a Luke Campbell type fight before fighting a Lomachenko, or do you feel like right now he would beat Loma, or is it in Dev's best interest to take a Luke Campbell?
Now,
okay,
for sure. Like, and I ain't just saying this being biased, but believe me, like he got everything. He got the and he got it mentally. See, you gotta. This is no stage that's too big for him. Like, he just one of them guys that's born for it. So I think that if they fought, man, he gonna step up to the plate and surprise Lomachenko to where Lomachenko will be surprised what he brings. We already know what Lomachenko got, and he got a lot. But the thing is people don't understand everything that Devin has and what he still haven't been able to show. Like, since he fought, he got a lot better.
Well, like science-wise, you know, just bringing out the technical stuff. What is it, style-wise? What would he have for Loma that would get him the victory?
I put it. I ain't gonna say the game plan, which we do have.
Secret society stuff.
And it'll work for sure. Like, it'll work like 100%. But he can match him and beat him at everything. The only thing I give Lomachenko over him is experience.
Right.
But it's stuff that Devin got that they both can do well, but Devin can do it better. And I tested it out and we work on stuff and I see it. And that's when I was comfortable. I said, okay, he could fight him and beat him. At the beginning, I was like, let me see for myself. Now that I'm training him. When I trained him, as time went on, I'm like, yeah, Lomachenko, he can beat him for sure, hands down.
And Dev's a bigger guy too, isn't he?
Yeah, Dev is long. Man, he got a lot of advantages. I ain't gonna say it on camera because, you know, he got a smart camp, man. And like I say, Lomachenko, he's a great fighter, but the advantages that I know that he got, it'd be something different that he never seen.
And lastly, Mickey, too, I just want to ask on Loma, Teofimo, do you think Lomachenko beats Teofimo when they get it on later this year? Or you think Teofimo?
I like Teofimo a lot, man. But yeah, I give Lomachenko the edge. But man, he got a puncher's chance. But it's hard to hit Lomachenko really clean. You can't, you know, you gotta have something different. And some of the secrets that I'm saying that Devin got is what to land on.
Well, Teofimo's athletic though too, right? He don't just got power.
You can't just load up with 1 or 2 shots and expect to catch. If you hit Lomachenko with one of them, it's gonna be hard to land again. You got to have a lot more. But at the same time, he is a younger, hungrier guy. So if he does hurt him, like Linares hurt him, I think that if that happened, I think Lomachenko, Teo could probably finish him, but I don't really see it happening. Like, I see Lomachenko winning the decision, but you know, I think if Teofimo come on the right night and do the right things, he could pull an upset off. But you know, if I had to pick, yeah, I'd say Lomachenko because of the experience.
But you know what, man? I just gotta ask one more though, just because you did see Tank up close and Dev up close. Like, who's more talented? Who's just give us a breakdown? What's the difference between them two? Because I imagine they got so much talent that it's not a whole lot between them. But
see, to me, now this is the fight everybody should be talking about. I don't see why they not.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Tank
it would make a lot of money too.
Oh, that'd be huge. That'd be a fight like where you have a lot of guys saying Tank will win.
That crowd would be lit.
And that's what type of fights you need. You shouldn't know automatically who is going to win to where 80-90% of people know. Like, of course, I know that Devin will win because I work with him. But if anybody was to pick Tank, I could see why they'd pick him from the outside. But Tank got a lot. He got power. He's explosive. He got power. But Dev got condition and long. He got speed, power, condition, and focus outside of the ring 24/7. Like, Dev can fight next week. The question is, and I like Tank and his team, but can Tank fight in 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Would he be ready? How much weight would he have to lose? Like, believe me, Devin is ready. Like, he could fight in 2 weeks. Like, he's not way overweight. He could jump. Dev can get up out of his sleep and get in the ring and do 10, 12 rounds, and look, you wouldn't even know it. And I'm saying this because he literally done that to where he was in the bed and I come over his house, like, come on, yes, work. And he get up out of the bed and that'd be like his sharpest day. So I'm like, dang, this dude just a freak. So to me, that's the difference. Like, is the focus out of the ring.
Well, hey, Mickey, thanks so much, man, for your time. I took a lot of time off your hands, but...
Oh, no, it's all good. Yep.
It's great just to see, you know, a guy, a champion. It's just great to see you, Mickey, out here training young fighters, and look forward to seeing you do it for a long time. Thanks, champ.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, champ.